Hi everyone, it's Cindy here from Total Home, and congratulations, you're about to embark on a home staging journey. I'm sure right now you have a lot of questions, and that's no problem. I'm really hoping that I can find some answers for you today in this chat that we're about to have. One question that I do get asked in my consultations from time to time is, why would I put this type of energy or investment into actually staging my property when it's actually for someone else? I'm moving out and I'm going to do this all for someone else. Good question. That somebody else is your buyer. They're the single most important person in this equation, and you absolutely need to do everything you possibly can to make a really strong impression. Not just a strong first impression on your buyer, but a lasting impression. Okay, so let me ask you a question right now. What is your goal to selling your house? What is your goal right now? Is it to achieve top dollar? Is it to sell your property in the shortest amount of time? And if those are your answers to that question, then my next question is, how are you planning on achieving that? How you want to achieve that is you want to create a success plan for your property with a strong online presence and memorable, emotional, real-time buyer experience. Let's talk about online photos for a second. We know that in order to draw a buyer in, we have to have an attractive online presence, and we happen to know that beautiful properties get noticed. That goes without saying. Staging, or showcasing as I prefer to call it, showcases properties in that beautiful light. So that's what we really want to do to drive the traffic into the listing. Great. Now when your buyers walk through your door, we want them to have that fall in love with your property experience. So when your buyer walks through your door and the property has been professionally showcased, it just creates a sense of ease for your buyer in the visualization process. They can easily envision a lifestyle there, and it'll make them feel like they can turn your house into their home. As they're touring your property, they're gonna see things like really great effective floor plans that are really gonna highlight the scale, the size of the room, and any features of any of those specific rooms, like a fireplace or a vaulted ceiling or an amazing view. Alongside a great floor plan where we've created scale and size, we're gonna also want to inject some lifestyle components such as art and decor and textiles and greenery. Those things bring life and color, and those are the kinds of things that actually invoke an emotional response in our buyer, where your buyer can actually see a living room and envision themselves sitting in there with their family enjoying a movie with some popcorn. Or maybe the chef of the family can envision themselves cooking a fantastic meal for family and friends. When a home is not professionally staged, it actually sets the perception that it's being sold as is. And when that happens, your buyer starts asking questions like, what's wrong with it? And when you don't actually do the things on your to-do list, it actually ends up going on your buyer's to-do list. Oftentimes, when sellers are trying to sell their property as is, they're also trying to do their own DIY staging, and that's not always effective. They don't have the experience or the resources that a professional stager will have. Stagers are staying on top of leading trends in order that they can really appeal to your target market demographic. Oftentimes when a DIYer is staging, they're staging using the lifestyle components that exist in their property right now, and they're appealing to their own family's needs and lifestyle, and that's not always hitting home for your target demographic. Whereas a professional property stylist is looking at it really from that perspective of the buyer's needs. And we're able to curate and hand select inventory that is going to be in line with, like I said, leading trends and your buyer's market in mind. Professional property stylists are going to take your entire property into their plan, and they're going to create continuity throughout from top to bottom, and your buyer experience is going to be one of ease and flow. As a professional property stylist for Total Home, it would be my absolute pleasure to help be your guide in being effective in the marketplace. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. And as always, helping you and caring for your total home.